Hey guys, to begin today's fifth grade worksheets, we're going to be starting off with multiplying decimals. So today's multiplying decimals, we are going to be focusing on moving the decimals to create a product. So by that I mean you clearly see that it's all 10, 100,000, only ones. You only see the numbers of 0 and 1. So to know how to move it, any number that we're multiplying by, for example, like number 1, we're going to be multiplying by 100, and which is bigger than 1, you move the decimal to the right since we're making our final product bigger. And although this isn't on the worksheet today, just a little backup, any number that is smaller than 1, such as 0.1, 0.01, and etc., you move the decimal to the left since we're making our final product smaller. So how do you know how many times to move your decimal? So let's look at number 4, for example. So you see that we are multiplying by 1,000. So we're obviously going to move the decimal quite a bit. But how many times? Well, how many zeros are there? You see that there were 3 zeros. That is how many times you move to the right. So let's move it. 1, 2, 3. New decimal comes over here. And the new answer becomes 118. Moving on. Now we're going to be doing addition, but this is going to be very big numbers. So how do you know what numbers to add to make it easier? Well, for me personally, I like to add the bigger numbers together. So let's look at number 4, for example. So if we look carefully, we see that this is the biggest number, and then we have the 2 million coming in second place. But we have this and this having the same amount of digits. So we can just ignore this for now and let's add these two since they are first and second place of having the most digits. And we're going to put the biggest digit on top so that it's easier that way. So let's 5, 0, 1, 7, 6, 7, 3, 4. And then we're going to align it. So we have the 2 over here, 880 and 551. So now let's add these. Okay, so 4 plus 1 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 7 plus 5 is 12, we bring the 1, 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 8 is 15, 1 plus 1 plus 8 is 10, bring the 1 again, 1 plus 2 is 3, and then you get 5. Okay, so now we can do two ways. We can add these two and then add it to this, or just add these straight to the 53 million. I think that we should just add it straight to the 53 million. So let's start off with a bigger one. So 98,612. Okay, so now let's add again. So 5 plus 2 is 7, 8 plus 1 is 9, 2 plus 6 is 8, 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry the 1, 1 plus 5 plus 9 is 15. Once again, you carry the 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, bring down the 53. Okay, and lastly, we're going to do the last number, which is 62,997. Okay, so you're going to carry the 1, and 1 plus 9 plus 9 is 20. So you're now bring a 2, 2 plus 8 plus 9 is 19. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. 5 plus 6 is 11. 2 and 53. And that is your new sum when you add all these big terms. Looks big and scary, but trust me, since it's addition, it is very simple. As long as you're neat. Moving on, now we will be rounding. So this should be very simple. Now we're only gonna do thousands, but either way, same concept. So number to next to thousand place that is bigger or equal to 5, you move your thousands place one up, and then if the number is less, then you do not change the number. So let's look at number. Okay, so let's do 4 and 5 since we have each. So let's label our thousands first. 1,000 and 1,000, and let's look at the next number. Okay, so let's start off with number 3, or number 4, sorry. So we see that this is 3, and obviously 3 is less than 5, so we do not change it, so it becomes 603,000. And remember, everything else is 0 because we're only focusing up to the 1,000. And now let's look at number 5. Well, 7 is obviously bigger, so we're going to change the 1,000 to 2,000. So now your new value is 52,000. This becomes 0. And lastly, we will be doing division, find the quotient. So let's do number 2. So we're just going to line it up, make it easy on ourselves. So when you look at it, obviously 6 doesn't go into 2 nor 29, but it does go into 294. But how many times? So we're going to have to use mental math. So let's kind of think about it. So 295, let's kind of focus on 29 and 6. This 6. Just ignore the ones. Ignore them. Okay. Why? Because the multiples of 6 go up to as big as they can before it reaches 100. So let's think about it. So 6 times what is near 29? Well, we know that 6 times 5 is 30. So let's try going one down. So let's try 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Oh, sorry. Not there. We're going to do 24. We'll put the 4 up here. And now we're going to bring back the 0. We're going to bring back the 1s. Oh, let me rewrite that. Okay. And then we're going to bring back the 1 0 since it's 10. And we get 54. And obviously, we can't solve this, so we get 54, the remainder of 54. I hope this all made sense. Thank you for listening.